Has this ever happened to you? So you're being productive throughout the whole week, you're doing good habits, but then the weekend comes and you go to sleep late, so you don't get enough sleep, and the next morning you wake up and you can't control yourself. For some reason, you start skipping your routine that you usually do. So you don't do those good habits, you start doing those old bad habits, and you can't recognize yourself. You're like, why am I doing this? Why am I indulging in this destructive behavior? The reason is it's the lack of sleep. It's the lack of sleep because when you don't sleep enough, even if it's one day, if you don't get enough sleep one night, the next day you will be like an addict. Like you will have the mental state of an addict. What I mean by that is you will be highly emotional. It's going to be hard for you to make logical decisions that will be right for you in the long run. Instead, just like an addict, you will indulge in easy, instant gratification. So you will know something is bad, but you will still do it on autopilot. You will still do it knowing that it is bad just because you want this quick dopamine hit. And look, it happens to me all the time. Okay? It happens to me all the time. I'm like being productive, I'm doing everything. Well, I can still do better. There's always growth, but for what I'm doing now, I think it's really good. But then when I get like not much sleep, the next day, I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? Because I start coming back to like the bad old habits. I skip my routine, and then I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like I can't even recognize myself. Why am I making those dumb decisions? Because your mental state when you don't have enough sleep is just all over the place. You're a different person. It's as if you were drunk, to be honest. Like it's when you lack of sleep, it's as if you were drunk. You just cannot make the right decisions for yourself. And that's what's happening to me sometimes. Like sometimes I feel like I'm autopilot for destructive behavior when I lack sleep. So that's why I prioritize my sleep because I know that if I lack sleep, well, I'm going to be prone to do those bad behaviors and I'm going to be prone to make the wrong decisions. And I don't want that. Because imagine throughout the whole week you're doing all those good things and then in one day just because you lack sleep, you destroy your progress, right? It's kind of stupid, so you don't want that. And imagine this was just an example of one day. What happens if you miss your sleep schedule or you don't sleep enough one day? But imagine if you're constantly not getting enough sleep. Imagine, and it's probably you. You're not getting enough sleep. Like 8 hours of sleep is not enough. Trust me. 8 hours of sleep is not enough. So maybe that's why you cannot make the right decisions. It's because you're chronically tired. Like you are not going to be able to make good decisions for yourself. You're not going to be able to do those good habits that you really want to do. You're not going to be able to change your life as you want to if you're chronically tired because you will always be coming back to the old habits. You're swimming against the current when you're tired. You're not helping yourself. This is the reason why people cannot change their life and their bad habits is because just they don't get enough sleep. Because it's easier to procrastinate and just take wrong decisions when you're tired all the time. Because look, you might tell me, "Oh, but it's just sleep. Like why are you overreacting?" Look, sleep affects your mental state. It affects your motivation. Like you agree with this, right? When you didn't sleep enough, it's hard to go to the gym. It's hard to do hard things. What you want to do is just lay down and do nothing. So, if the lack of sleep affects your mental state, well, if your mental state is affected and you're not motivated to take action, well, you're not going to get your tasks done. You're not going to go to the gym. You're not going to do your homework. And because of this, you will suffer, you will procrastinate. And why would you want that? Right? Like, this is not good. We don't want that. So, take your sleep serious. And I'm not saying to you, like, don't sleep late. Yeah, sometimes there's occasions when you can just go to sleep, and you can go to sleep late, and you know that, yeah, you're gonna like sleep, and it's okay, right? It happens sometimes. Like, even for me, like, even though I go to sleep at the same time every night, there's some nights that I go to sleep later because I'm doing something. I'm doing an activity that I couldn't do during the day. Okay, so when you do that, just be conscious about it. Just know that the next day you will be prone to do bad old habits, and you'll be prone to making wrong decisions. So if you're conscious about it, like, you know that, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep late, but it doesn't matter, like, I'm gonna enjoy myself, whatever. I'm gonna go to sleep late, but the next day I know that, oh, I'm probably gonna make the wrong decisions, and I'm gonna be prone to do self-destructive behavior and just lay down and do nothing all day. So if you're conscious about it, you're like, okay, I know I'm going to be prone to do those bad things. So I'm going to make an effort, even though I'm tired, I'm going to make an effort to do those good habits, to do my routine, even though I lack of sleep. Because if you're conscious about it, it's easier to overcome, right? Because you're swim against the current, but you can swim faster, right? When you're conscious about it, you can swim faster. So, all right, I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.